DSS forced him to give that statement, verbally, when it was arrested by the
actually,
DSS.
he was subjected under two durex. That's why he made such statement, and he's come out on the court and actually elucidated quite well how he was forced to say what he said under gunpoint. That should be under threat. That you say, or you call it durex. So that's why Omotosho is coming with emotional tactics, because if you look at the man, it is inhuman to have allowed Nnamdi Kanu's case dragging till now. From 2015 to 2025 is 10 straight years. I don't know why federal government is full of beasts and animals. I'm telling you, monsters are in charge of federal government of Nigeria. None of them is having sympathy for mankind, for humans. That's why Nigerians are suffering and they don't want to know. Nigerians are not eating. Nigerians are hungry. We are subjected to this kind of famine situation. And the Nigerian government, public office holders, they don't show any remorse. That's why I'm saying that federal government of Nigeria is constituted of monstrous animals who are far away from humanity. They are animals. A man was sitting one place, you asked for bail, he came with shorty, he was bailed. All of a sudden, you march soldiers towards Afiaruku community in Abia to neutralize the man. Luckily for him, he absconded from Azumilin to Senegal, where he stayed up to 12 months before going to pray at Wailing Wall of Jerusalem. And today, Nigerian government has not been emotional or showing passion for this man that went through all this traumatic, let me say, situation. It is the kind of thing that happens to some people. They will just die, commit suicide, or the guy or the such person will go into depression and die. But this man, very sound, very handsome, very intelligent, still outsmarting Nigerian government in the court of law. That has actually defined the kind of government we run in this part of the world. Because as far as I'm concerned, nobody is in charge in Nigeria today. The people that are in charge of this government are bunches of failure. Jokes. Yes, they are jokes. Because the reason I say they are jokes is that look at what is happening in the court. A government in place is coming forward with testifiers. The testifiers are not backing up their evidences with documents. They are just singing and singing verbal songs and lyrics. What they should have done is coming with evidence to actually indicate that this man committed this offense. And today, he keep on outsmarting federal government. Each and every time they go to the court session, Nnamdi Kanu comes out victorious. And what is the reason why he's being held today? Nobody could actually come out and say this is it. So what I believe Omotosho is doing is right. It is within Nigerian constitution. After infringing on constitutional right of Nnamdi Kanu, the right thing to do now is to let him off the hook or cage. They should not cage him. He should be liberated. The way they brought him into Nigeria, law must take its place. Nigerian DSS or police or Interpol, as they in collaboration kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. I think that is what as well should be done. Kidnap him or abduct him back. Yes, you kidnapped him in from Kenya. You should abduct him out of Nigeria to Nairobi, Kenya. That's the simple explanation of how Nnamdi Kanu should let off the cage. So you brought him out by kidnap. You are going to kidnap out of Nigeria. Abduct him again. Yes, that's simple explanation of what should be transpired for peace to reign. Because as you are looking at those group of people that call themselves IPOB, I think they are not making mistake. Whatever IPOB commit in Nigeria, they are right. They are being over patient. Endurance has limits. It don't spit at someone at face and still put 2 fingers on his eyes. When such happens, I think the handshake has gone beyond elbow. So what I'm trying to suggest is that right now, federal government of Nigeria should be what? Very, they should justify all their action against Nnamdi Kanu. By doing that, they should let him go. By right, the lawyers should be preparing for bail. Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to come out. The case has been overdragged for 10 years now. I think he has gone through lots and lots of trauma. Who is in charge of his health? We don't know. They said his doctor, they always deny him access to Nnamdi Kanu by the wicked DSS officers. What I'm saying is that who is in charge? When Nnamdi Kanu actually, proved that he was innocent, I mean in the past, the court actually ruled in his favor. Yet, Nnamdi Kanu is not free. Who is in charge of Nnamdi Kanu? Is it the Department of Executive that should be doing the job of the judiciary? What are we seeing? What we are seeing in Nigeria is a lacuna of law. For court as an institution, the common hope of every man is court. Why still keeping someone that court has actually said he should go? Meaning that our judiciary is a stooge to the executive. And they should be very, very ashamed of themselves. If case not taken, the DSS Director General should go to jail because he is in charge of that institution. He is in charge of the institution. He will have no reason whatsoever to still retain someone that should be at least released. So what I'm trying to suggest here is that after the court's, process, and Nnamdi Kanu has happened to be discharged and acquitted, what should be done is Director General of DSS should be held responsible for detaining Nnamdi Kanu illegally. It is against the law. So what I'm saying is this: he must be freed according to the law, as the law of the land. Constitutionally, Kanu is on the winning side. So by now, they should have been preparing his bail document. I mean his legal team, in collaboration with the court. It is the responsibility of the court to prepare that before the next hearing.
But is it not Nnamdi Kanu lawyers? Are they not want to initiate this move?
They will initiate the move because he has been winning, and Kanu Agabi is an erudite. Let me tell you, he's an iconic lawyer. He's a legal icon on a national and international, let me say, a framework. Everybody knows him. He's a good lawyer. So I don't see the reason why he should be delaying preparing for bail. I don't know what I understand. Kanu is to be let go unless if federal government is looking for conditions which everybody has actually suggested against. No condition is going to be an unconditional what? Release. Yes, bail should be unconditional when you are not found culpable or guilty as charged. Kanu is going out, no condition, unconditionally. They won't be inciting all manners of bullshit like, don't stay in the middle of 10 people, stay only in the middle of 2 people. No. That man you see is the supreme leader of indigenous people of Biafra. He should be going with a group of people. If care is not taken, this time around, United Nations has given Nnamdi Kanu the audacity, impetus, the prerogative to be going with security. Not only Obi. Men that are well armed to the teeth, that can repel any military forces if ambushed in and outside Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu has every right to be free. Well paid incentives, financial incentives from the people, country that actually violated him. He is the supreme leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and also someone that is fighting hard for emancipation of sovereign states of Biafra. and is doing it well within the umbrella of international law. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is needed applause. All his activities within Biafra agitation is plausible. We're supposed to be applauding him. He has not committed any offense, not culpable of any crime. I think it's the right time that government define themselves, their position well on the reasons, why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be detained outside court instruction or directive.
But we heard J.Omotosho in the court, say that he has come out to say that Nnamdi Kanu that he's giving the prosecution team 6 days, to bring a validated, evidence against Kanu, that if they cannot produce this, that it will declare Nnamdi Kanu freedom. And at the same time, he also come and say that Nnamdi Kanu has spent, just like we said, Nnamdi Kanu has spent
10 years.
10 years, and he has family that that have missed him, and so but do you think that from the way from just J.Omotosho body language, do you think that he wants to really give Nnamdi Kanu that freedom?
I can actually tell you that J.Omotosho is a human being. He is entitled to trust, and those entitled to be trusted. So I cannot just say Omotosho is not speaking from the heart. He's a human being. But I believe that from his body language, I think he's better off than the rest of the lawyers. The chief justices, the presiding judges that, presided over that case in the past and present, Omotosho is the best among them. So, which is why I'm not seeing this kind of hope that he is not mincing his word. He's telling the fact and reality that within a short period, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going scot-free.
And this has caused so much anger among the Fulani. They said, why is Tinubu so tribalistic? And they gave it to a Yoruba man.
Fulani should shut up their dirty mouth. See, I know that someone that is leading all this protest campaign against Tinubu's awarding oil block, to a particular company. Of course, I know Tinubu is the owner of that company. All the leaders of this campaign are, number one person is 05. Baba Che. All those Sheikh Husani or whatever, Garba Sani, yes, they are all with Sheikh Gumi. All these are Fulani Juganos, Fulani Janjawis. They are not happy with what Tinubu is doing now. When Buhari was there, they were doing their own. Buhari minded only the Fulanis. Awarding Dume was criticizing. See, let me tell you, Dume was anywhere Buhari goes, you will see Dume there. I don't know to understand. The Fulanis, even to the level that Yusuf Buhari was giving many projects. Buhari's son, are you not aware? What was the work of that young boy? Do you know how many oil blocks acquired by Buhari family during his administration? And all his families are Fulani. I don't want you to forget in the haste the roles played by Mama Daura, Tinubu's nephew, who has been Buhari's nephew, who has been following Buhari anywhere he goes. No designation position in federal government, no federal agency this man was at least designated to. But he was with Buhari. Giving them Danjuma. He has been giving Danjuma oil block. He has been giving Sadano Osogoto oil blocks. And all these are Fulani Janjawis. Sadano Osogoto, many oil block was given to him. In Niger Delta, oil has finished. Everything is for Fulani. And now, all their spoiled, rotten teeth, they are opening it to accuse Tinubu of, playing the role of, supporting only Yoruba, giving somebody that oil block. Actually, I know the oil block is acquired by Tinubu. Yes, by right. Yoruba is in charge of this administration. So Fulani should go and open their acid-filled mouth and watch it well before they started accusation and the counter-accusation of this present administration. When their man, Buhari, was there, it was a field day. They were celebrating, feasting on our commonwealth. siphoning and stealing our public fund. As if that wasn't enough, they began to abscond with our oils, having many vessels at the high sea, absconding and stealing our crude, and nobody accuses them. As I'm talking to you now, Tinubu is supposed to handle and treat El-Rufai the way he should, because El-Rufai is suffering from diarrhea of the mouth. He is sick. He shouldn't be attacking Tinubu, because when his brother Buhari was there, El-Rufai was talking and talking and talking, acquiring, running his mouth. Anywhere Buhari goes, El-Rufai will be there. Anywhere El-Rufai went, anywhere Buhari went, Buhari went, El-Rufai would be there. So what are we saying? Now that Tinubu is in charge, Tinubu should do as he like. Yes, likewise what Buhari did. So there is no crime. Yes, there's no crime in that. I don't know what I understand. So no accusation for El-Rufai, no accusation whatsoever for Tinubu. Accusation that comes from El-Rufai is illegal and could not be accepted. I don't know the job that Bayo Ononuga is doing. Bayo Ononuga is just at Asurok, stagnated like a carton of packs of clothes. He should have risen up, and at least, yes, because these guys, they are very, very obnoxious, you know, releasing distasteful statements against Tinubu. It is uncalled for. Yes, this man will be doing his job well. Okay, look at how Atiku actually sold everywhere during Obasanjo regime. And nobody, the whole public corporation during Obasanjo regime were sold by Atiku. Nobody asked him why. And today, they have right to run their mouth that Tinubu is buying everywhere. See, let me tell you, this Fulani Janja we see, this is the right time we treat their, sickness. They have ailment that worries them. And that is self-conceitedness and this kind of ego that they have the largest dominance in Nigeria. This kind of political dominance, I'm telling you, it is not over the region of the country. Yes, it's only in the central and north. They cannot just come to southeastern Nigeria and mess it up. We are there waiting for them. I know actually that Hope Uzodinma is a Fulani governor, but Fulani can never do anyhow in southeastern Nigeria. They cannot do anyhow.
But you know that when Tinubu eventually leaves, that these people try to collect everything that Tinubu has done, or try to change, or see how they can replace every implementation of Tinubu or policies, or even what Tinubu have sold the assets. You not see them reclaiming everything back.
I'm just seeing something like that, but I'm not even bothered. I'm an Igbo man from southeastern Nigeria, and the leadership eluded me for over how many years since Nigerian independence. If they could get a strong man from Fulani extraction that work very hard and take back all that Tinubu has stolen from Nigeria, I will be happy. Tinubu siphoning, public fund, constructing all manners of, let me say, refinery in Trinidad and Tobago, refinery in Malta. Is it not an act of criminality? Crime is a crime, no matter whom you are, no matter where you commit it, no matter when you commit it. Crime is crime. So if they do that, collect it back from Tinubu, it is accepted by Nigerians. Because Tinubu acquire it through illegal means, 419. And he thinks that he has sense. At the end of the day, someone that might at least probe him is coming. I know that Buhari and Tinubu, they will never go scot-free for what they did Nigerians for the past 10 years. I'm telling you. Buhari actually ransacked everywhere. Our public funds, our national wealth were subjected to incessant looting. And he successfully did that. Nobody asked him why. Simple because he's from Fulani extraction. Could be that Buhari was an Igbo man. I think by now, probing will never ever cease. They would have started probing. By now, they would have collaborated with the government of the day, seized his wife, seized his property, seized Buhari. Look at Diezan. He's from Bayelsa. They are the owner of that oil. Yes. Today, they seized all his assets. They have been hunting her. It's because she's from Igbo extraction. But as for me, to Diezan, now that they are probing you, you are now coming to the axis, Igbo axis, accepting Igbo ancestry. All of you that are tormenting Igbo, distancing yourself from Igbos, actually know that you are Igbo. Look at Emefiele and his old day. Emefiele, Emefiele Chebi say no be Igbo. Hey, you must say leave the whole 753 duplex. So federal government of Nigeria has acquired it because illegally you acquired those duplexes. That is it. You are not Igbo. Don't let her come back and say you are Igbo. Because Tinubu is collecting the whole duplex.
They've collected it, yes.
They have collected it. So Emefiele. So that's it. You see what happened there? Tinubu is having a free hand, stealing and committing all manners of crimes. Time shall come when somebody that is stronger is going to collect all back from here. And same thing is going to try to do against Buhari. He should work hard because Buhari has started campaigning against him with many accusations secretly. Tinubu should work hard to collect back what Buhari has stolen. None of them is upright by stealing our commonwealth. I don't support evil and I'm not afraid of anybody. APC just successfully from 2015 to date has actually robbed Nigerians all their commonwealth. And broad daylight thieves. And God is going to punish all of them. I don't know what you understand. God is going to prove it to them that they are all armed robbers.
But we saw the Fulani cries. But do you not think that when Tinubu eventually enter for his second term, do you not think that Tinubu will do much worse than what he's doing now to this Fulani? Because he knows that yes, this is my final opportunity for me to do the need for even better restructure Nigeria.
He's going to do that. If he actually succeeds, Fulani is gone. And let me tell you, we are barely into his second year. Tinubu is going to restructure Nigeria. Can't you see that tax reform is excelling? It's scaling through. Because the Hausas are not happy with Fulani. That's why I have lots and lots of the Hausas in the house supporting tax reform. And I'm telling you that it could be he comes second time, Nigeria will get itself. Because he would like to run anti-Fulani policy. And that is going to put the Fulanis on the edge. The Fulanis, they will feel second term coming of Tinubu. That's why they are working hand in hand, working hard, assiduously to kick Tinubu out. Because they know it's going to be very, very sad. The story will be sad with Fulani if Tinubu happens to win election in 2027.